my daughter. And it says, you guys.
All right, so we think this is day 63. We're having a blast. Here's Pringles and Allison. We've never met Allison before till this weekend, so it's been awesome to meet you, and thank you for your help.
Yeah, anytime.
Awesome. So we're offloading two vehicles with heavy packs, and we're going that way. So if we're lucky, we may see them again tomorrow for lunch, and then we're on our own for a little while, but we'll see them up the road a ways, I'm sure, sometime. So we're gearing up. Well, we're starting our day off in a pasture going up, and I think we're about to go into the woods. I'm on the way back because I'm slow on the uphills. And we are all lamenting the fact that we've got way more food than we need for a few days we're going to be out, but I hate to buy something and throw half of it away. So it is what it is. Moving forward, yesterday's big surprise that I told you about, we read the map wrong, but it's coming up today pretty soon. So we'll show you that here just shortly. Well, I think I heard an oh wow from up in front of me, so pulling the phone out. There's some cows, some houses. There's an old barn. And here's the Appalachian Trail. Well, here's our first water feature of the day. We got this creek right here. Probably has a name, but I haven't looked it up. But we're walking across the roadway bridge, heading back up into the woods. We got this old barn or smoker shed or whatever it is over here on the left, and still kind of working our way up through the woods here, heading for the bigger surprise that I told you about yesterday. Sorry we didn't make it there yesterday, we just read the map wrong, but we'll be there shortly. So one of the interesting things about today's hike is we're not really pressed for time. The last several days we've been kind of really pushing hard to make our shuttle rides so that Pringles didn't have to wait around on us at the roadway. But today we're 10.2 miles. We've got it up, then we get on a ridge, and I think we go down a little bit. But there's nobody waiting on the end of it, watching a timer. So we can get there whatever time we get there. We don't even have to all get there together this time, so that makes it a little bit less stressful. So if I need to go slowly on these uphills, and I do, then it's not an issue. And we'll have a great day. Weather's cooperating better today than it has been, at the moment anyway. And that's all great and good. So here's something that's the big surprise. This is the Kiefer oak. I'm gonna have to back up and back out. All right, so, wow, what a tree. We'll get some scale down here just in a minute. Let me cross these blowdowns. And I'll sort of show you. This is the second largest tree on the Appalachian Trail. It's the largest in the south. There is one, going through the cattle style here. There is one larger in New York State, I think. And this is just really, really, really big. You can sort of see, for scale, spark plug right there. That's not a real good. She's not a real great height reference, bless her heart, but for seeing how big the tree is with a person standing in front of it. I think I read that this one is 18 feet in diameter or something like that. It's huge. So this is the Kiefer oak that we have passed, and we'll move on up the trail now.
Oh, I thought we were going to eat lunch here.
We can eat. All right, we have gotten to the ridge line, and there's a view right over here. So we're going to go look at it, because I figured you might want to do that. I appreciate you guys watching the videos, and hopefully I'm bringing you guys some pictures and things of stuff that you may not see otherwise. So we'll step over here, and right now it looks like we've got a view of power lines. But it is a nice view down the way there. Really pretty valley, mountain range out there. So glad we come over. I guess if I wanted a better view, I could climb up there, but not gonna, because I don't do heights too well. But anyway, we're trekking up the trail. As I said, we've made it to the ridge line. Happy birthday to Liesel. And we'll plow on along towards our shelter for the night. Honestly, probably the prettiest day of hiking we've had in a while. Here's a better look at that view. We're kind of getting ready to go into these power lines. I'm trying to decide if I'm hearing them hum or if there's something else going on up here. But views both ways. Pretty blue skies. It's windy up here, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm not trying to waste cancellation, but I've honestly decided not sure how much good that does. But, just walking into the power lines today. Well, this is something that you don't see every day. We've got a really, really large pile of rocks right out here in the middle of nowhere. But we do have a nice view off to the side, so that's worth it. Trail's flat right now. We got it to the ridge line, and we're doing well. Got quite a number of rock piles. I remember this section now because we're going to pass the Eastern Continental Divide in a little bit. But there's lots of these gigantic piles of rocks, and I don't remember now if I ever did know what caused them to be there or why they were put there or whatever. But we are going to come up to the Eastern Continental Divide just shortly. Still passing piles of rocks over here. That one's really pretty. And pause so you can, oh sorry Sticks. I'll pause so you can see it. There's another up here. And we're going to come up on a shelter just in a little bit that we stayed at in 2019. I remember now exactly where we are. And that shelter is 3 or 4/10 of a mile east of the trail, downhill over a massive rock hop. So I'm pretty happy to not be going there tonight. And then water to it is even further down than that. You get up in the morning and you have a massive climb to get on up and out of there. So I'm glad we're moving on past that. Yeah, these rock piles continue. Here's the view to the west of the trail. We finally got over to the other side of the ridge line. We're doing a little bit of rocky, but it's all good. Having a good hike today. Continuing on in this wide open area, just saw 6 deer run right down through here across the trail. And I guess we must have spooked them. Gavin said he spooked one before I walked up on him. But, maybe we'll see some more here in a little bit. But right now with it not quite being spring, the forest is wide open and we can see for days. Here's another afternoon view for you. We're still up here on this ridge line, moving our way forward. But I saw just a little side trail 15 feet off the trail and said, yep, we will, because I think everybody'd like to see this. I sure did. Beautiful. Beautiful mountain range. So at the moment, our trail is sideways over this rock face, but we still have this really awesome view back over here. What a day. Much better weather than we've had the last several days. Although we are carrying all of our gear now, and it's heavy. And we have several more days than we really need resupply. But it is what it is. Let's move on up the way here, but I thought you'd like to see this. Okay, so here's a deer in the woods. Right over there, she's staring at me, I'm staring at her. She's licking her shoulder. I can't reach. This is one of the things that I don't ever get tired of being out here on the AT is the wildlife that we'll see. Did I lose her? She blends into the woods so well. I don't want to spook her, but I do need to move forward. Hello, dear. Literally. Oh, there's another. They're not concerned about me because they know I've got no gun. That is just the neatest thing. Right there between those trees. Isn't that cool? Okay, I got to go on up the trail. Well, I knew this was coming up today. We have reached the Eastern Continental Divide. So, water over here goes to the Gulf of Mexico. Water over there goes to the Atlantic Ocean. Kind of neat. We're still up on this ridge, but thankfully, at least for the moment, the sideways rock scramble has abated. Well, I'm finally off of that big rock ledge, at least for the moment. I'm hesitant to jinx myself, but at the moment, going down through the woods where I can actually, for the most part, walk out. Man, my feet are sore. We had a mile or two of that sideways slanting rock face that we covered. interrupted by boulder scrambles. And that with my heavy pack has just done my feet. I've got about 2 miles to my campsite for tonight. Looking for blazes. There's some orange ribbons that sometimes marks where they're doing trail maintenance, and I thought the trail might go that way, but I see a blaze over here. So anyway, about 2 miles to go. It trends downhill. Hopefully it'll be like this. I'd like to be able to make it in probably by 3:30, which is a little less than an hour. That was kind of figuring a 2.5 mile an hour when I looked at my map a few minutes ago, but we'll see how it goes. We'll get there when we get there. So we've got a babbling little brook coming down through here. I took a couple of steps off the trail to kind of trace it down from its source. Hopefully I won't tip over backwards. And it just continues right on down right through there. Beautiful day, sun's out, weather's cooperating. It's not too cold, not too hot. And except for the rocks, man, my feet are tired. Except for the rocks, it's been a great day. Wow, I am so ready to be there. It has been a long day today, and we've only done 10 miles, a little over. But the terrain has been really rugged today. Lots of rocks. That slanted rock face up there at the top was something I had forgotten about. Probably just blocked it from my memory. But anyway, I think we're here, and I'm not sure whether there's anyone else here or not. I don't hear anybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So I'm gonna come on in and set my stuff down and chill for a little bit, and then I'll start doing my chores of setting up my bedding and getting water and thinking about supper and that sort of thing. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, we have arrived at the shelter. Hawkeye went after water, bless his heart. Thank you so much. We've got our bed set up. I don't know if you can see back in here, there's me, and Hawkeye's over here. He's going ahead and eating. I'm gonna do that shortly. I've been looking through my pack because I found a piece of rope the other day. I wanted to string up a clothesline, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where I've laid it, or if I just left it laying in the shelter or what. I remember untying it and taking knots out of it and that sort of thing. It may well be in the bottom of my food bag. I'll explore that here in a minute, but thought I would check in. The other folks aren't here yet, but they'll be along shortly, so we'll see them in a little bit, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, so for those of you that were looking for more harmonica, here's Hawkeye with his harmonica. We've got sticks and spark plug in here. We've got a fire going. We're working on our supper. And I'll be honest, and I think I'm the only one of the four of us, but I just felt like I got beat around with a sock full of rocks today. Just the trail was really rugged to me. And I've got way too much food weight, but I've done my part to make that smaller, and I'm going to keep going with it. So thanks for watching today. We're going to probably go ahead and call it a day. Oh, and happy birthday to Liesl today.
Yeah, just before we started the trail.
This is her birthday. I think is she 4 years old?
She just turned 4. Yeah.
Just turned 4. So happy birthday, Liesl. And anyway, we're going to call it a day from Niday Shelter, and we appreciate you joining us. Tune in tomorrow, and we'll have you another video then.